Sorry. Ooh, okay, February 1st, y'all. What's up? Okay, so I think I mentioned in my last live or whatever, I don't remember. I think mentioned last month that I was gonna try and go live and or do like a monthly update video. So I decided every first, no matter what day it lands on, I'm gonna go live. So this is it. So it is February 1st, 2024. And I decided to do some business updates with you guys. And let me see, I want this to block the screen. Okay, that's not working. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I wanted to do like business updates and just talk about, what's going on in the business, kind of do like a SWOT analysis for everyone. So if you are thinking about getting into the business, you will, kind of have a preview of ups and downs, things that are working, things that are not working. I'm just pulling up my info on my laptop. But yeah, it's February 1st. We've been open for, let's see, the venue's been open for, what is it now? 6 months? Wait, October? I mean, we got the place in September, but then, so we've had the place officially for what? September, October, November, December, January. Yeah, 5 months. So we've had the venue for 5 months. We've had the place open for 4 months. We just had our grand opening this past weekend. So that was, less than a week ago that we had our official like grand opening, open to the neighborhood type of thing. So it's been going really, really well. I feel we're getting our feet wet. We're consistent enough, but I feel like we could be more consistent. So one of the things I wanted to do, where's my paper? I'll write something down. I had a piece of paper. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna do a SWOT analysis. So for those of you who aren't familiar with that, a SWOT analysis just helps you. It's something that you can do, you can do it monthly, you can do it weekly. I used to do it after every like event setup when I would do balloons and decor. So a SWOT analysis just kind of helps you as the business owner identify things that your wins, your losses, things that you can improve on, what you can get better at, things that are coming up, like future things that you need to maybe capitalize on or formulate a plan to start. So let me see. So I've been really excited. Our grand opening was very, very cool. Very, very like, I met so many people. I met so many vendors. And I was very like, I was just over the moon. Like, I don't know how else to say it. I was just over the moon with excitement. I was very nervous for some reason. Even though, I knew who was coming. I just like most of the people that were coming were family and friends, but I was just nervous. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because, something new, you're trying to get your name out there, you're trying to figure out, I'm trying to formulate, these business relationships and partnerships with other vendors. So it was just very like like I don't know, I was just scared. I was super scared, and I had no reason to be. I really didn't. But oh, it's my heater. I was like, what is that? My heater's coming on. Um thought I had a SWOT analysis, like, something cute to show you guys, but I might have to handwrite it. Let me see. Is this it? Okay, I might just have to handwrite it because I can't find it. No, not that. So another way to think of a SWOT analysis is kind of like, what do they say? Like you're doing a debriefing, like you're trying to, especially when you have a team, like you want to have everybody contribute and identify things that were good, things that were bad. So let's see. So I'm just gonna draw it. So SWOT analysis is like this. So you have your, it's backwards, but it's called, SWOT. So it's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So, because good to know what went right, what went wrong. And so I just want to do this for the first month. So for strengths, I feel like, and I try and do at least, I want to do 3 for each section, but I'm going to try and do at least 1 for each section. So for strengths, I can say honestly that I found my groove in selling. I think when I am, able to give someone a tour and show them what the space could potentially be, it really does open up their eyes. And I think I'm really good at painting a picture with words while the person's there with this blank canvas of what, the space could look like. So I think on-site selling was a strength. I think another strength was getting to talk to some of the other vendors that could complement the business. So I hired a photographer for the grand opening, so I can't wait to get those pictures back. But meeting the photographer, I've met him before. That's how I knew to contact him. But just like having conversations with him outside of in between him taking pictures, just about business and about like potential for the space and bouncing ideas off of him. So I think just meeting vendors, I met someone that can potentially help with being like an on-site event attendant, or on-site event coordinator. So so having someone like that, would be very beneficial. I met a couple photo booth people, caterers. Like it was just like this past weekend, it just opened my eyes to like all the possibilities. So I would also say that meeting new collaborators is another strength. And then I would say another strength, we were almost, my goal so far has been to be booked every week. So for January, we were booked out 3, other than, I think we would have been booked if I didn't have the grand opening, but we were booked out 3 weekends out of the 4 weekends. So, so I think, being booked 3 out of the 4 weeks was super dope. Like I couldn't ask for anything else. So my goal, well, I'll talk about that in opportunities. So weaknesses, I would say just, I did have an issue with when I did contact some vendors and not hearing back from them. So not hearing back from vendors, because I really feel like the vendors that I had were great, but I also feel like other vendors, like specifically food ones that, oops, getting a phone call. Specifically the food vendors that I had reached out to and they didn't get back. They didn't even like come and show up as a participant. So I think that would have elevated it, but it is what it is. The people that came were the right people to come, and the people that didn't come, they were the right people not to come. So, oh well. Let's see what else. Another weakness. I keep. I don't know why I'm like this. Maybe it's perfectionism, but I just keep going back and forth on my pricing. And one of the things I should have put this down as a strength, but I did manage to finish, my brochure, Unfortunately, it wasn't ready in time for the grand opening. But I finished my pricing brochure. I had to do some mock-ups since I didn't have, pictures yet. So I would highly suggest something like this if you don't have official pictures, but if you're good at using Canva to do mock-ups, then try and use as much of the real thing as you can and then just add on to it. So I made this in Canva and I just did what I had to do. And I think one of my weaknesses is just going back and forth on pricing and always wanting to, for some reason I always want to offer deals, and it's like, but the price is the price, and I have to keep telling myself that the price is the price, and that's it. So one of my weaknesses that I'm trying to work on business wise is just sticking to my price and not letting people convince me that my prices are too high. So sticking to prices, I will. And then another weakness I would say is just being okay with outcomes. It's like we have, I pray, so it's like I'll pray for something and then it's happening. And maybe it doesn't happen the way I think it should. Maybe it doesn't happen the way, 100%, especially the way I think it should. But maybe it's like 85%, just being content and sitting in, the blessing of it happened though. My grand opening, did it go perfectly? Did it go how I imagined? Did everything I planned to do happen? No. But I feel blessed that people showed up at all. Like it wasn't hundreds and hundreds of people, but people did show up. People were there. People were gathering information, asking questions. You know what I mean? So I think one of the things I have to work on is just, sitting in my blessings, however big or small. I'm going to write that down. I got to keep track of time because I got to get my son. Sitting in my blessings. So those are my 3 weaknesses. And then for the O, so we have this so far. So now we're in the O, opportunities. So opportunities can be like opportunities for improvement, opportunities that I see for the future, like if there's like upcoming holidays, things like that. I have been trying to capitalize on, I know it sounds bad, but it's been raining a lot down here in San Diego. And so I see some of that as an opportunity. It is, a misfortune for some people as far as their homes go. But for the people that are trying to have events outside, they are on the hunt for indoor events. So I see, I guess I would say outdoor events switching to indoor events as an opportunity because of the weather. So I've been trying to get on social media and kind of search, just stay heavy in some of the groups that I'm in, party groups that I'm in, where people are searching, are in those groups searching for vendors, searching for different elements of their party. I'm really trying to, stay on top of that, even though I'm trying not to be on social media. I kind of have to be on social media in order to capitalize on these opportunities. So in order to capitalize on these outdoor event opportunities that are being canceled, Like people don't want like one guy, he contacted me maybe 4 or 5 days before his daughter's party day and said, "Hey, like I need something. We were supposed to have it at a park and we can't have it because it's supposed to rain and we're scared that we're gonna get rained out. So, I know it's last minute, but like, do you just have something for like 4 hours?" And he ended up actually he did the 4 hours and he paid for an extra hour. So it's like that opportunity wouldn't have happened if, I wasn't constantly on social media, putting the business out there. So I just have to look at those opportunities as something that I just got to do. Got to do it for the business, even though social media is not my jam. Let's see. Another opportunity I can see coming up is Valentine's Day. I know there might be a lot of people trying to do Valentine's Day shoots, Valentine's Day engagement photos. I had someone contact me about a photo shoot, and I didn't even think about photo shoots for some reason. I don't know why, but now I'm thinking, dang, like photo shoots, especially during the week, like just like 1 or 2 hours, even though my minimum is 3 hours, but for a photo shoot, they don't need it as long, maybe 1 to 2 hours, and I don't even have to charge them a cleaning fee because they're not going to be bringing food in. They're just going to be literally setting up, taking pictures. So I see. I'm going to put down photo shoots as an opportunity because that's something that I'm highly looking into of how to promote that. So moving forward, that's going to be my new jam, my new ad. And then another opportunity. What else? Let's see. It's February. It's February. So I can honestly say possibly capitalize because March has what? St. Patrick's Day. I believe Mardi Gras is in March or March going into April. So yeah, so I think just researching upcoming holidays as an opportunity because I know I can do Valentine's Day for sure. It's in a couple weeks, so it'd be kind of short notice, but it is what it is. So I know so far we have one event on a Friday, but our weekends are pretty much open. So upcoming holidays and weekends are going to be my next opportunity to look into. And then threats. So when we say threats, it's kind of like threats in the SWOT analysis are like the things that you see that could become harmful or potential to do damage to your business. So like if I was, renting tents or no, if I was like renting jumpers for outdoors and the weather would be considered a threat. You know what I mean? So things like that where it's like it's not like someone's threatening you, even though the word is threats, but it's more of like you need to get ahead of things that could potentially either harm your business or basically threaten your opportunities for getting bookings, getting clients, and things like that. So one of the threats that actually just came up today was there was like an issue with the trash. So I really have to figure out, I guess, be more mindful of letting the clients that book know which trash is which trash because the landlord said that there was trash thrown in the recycling bin, which I don't know how they identified that it was someone from my business, but I guess because I'm the new one on the block, they just assumed that I don't know. But they were saying that there was trash thrown in the recycling bin, and that's not good because they get fined. Excuse me. One moment. That's not good because they get fined by the trash pickup people whenever there is an issue with trash being in the recycle bin, which is so funny to me because it's like trash can't be in the recycling, but recycling can be in the trash. So I could see it being confusing because the trash cans where we throw the trash, like it's always full. So I could see if I didn't know which was which, I'd probably throw trash in the recycling bin too because like here's a dumpster, it's not that full, toss it. But we're just yeah, that's a threat. So what did I say? Trash issues. So that's something that I have to correct. And I've been thinking about adding a kind of like a checklist or like a reminder list and keeping it in the venue, like laminating it, keeping it in the venue, just reminders to the clients when they come in, like, where does the trash go? Where are trash bags? Like things like that. So it is what it is. We're learning. Another threat. Is there another threat to the business? I would say parking. I do want to branch out and have more during the week parties. Well, not parties, during the week bookings, during the week events, but I know that parking's like an issue. So I don't know what would be the bet, like how to go about approaching people to sell them on booking a venue during the week, but then if parking's at a premium, if it's hard to park, is that going to even be something that I could sell? You know what I mean? So I guess a threat would be like parking solutions. I'm really trying to get 3 on all of these. So parking solutions would be a threat because everybody's open Monday through Friday. That's why the weekends are basically the best time to be there, especially anytime after 2 is like the best because a lot of the businesses either are closing or are closed by that time. So, and then Sundays it's super super dead. So there's like parking's just open on Sundays. So, and I guess the only other threat would be like, to be honest, been working on it. It's a personal thing I'm trying to work on. But the only other threat would be, just confidence, just confidence. Like I know it's one of those things where I know it has to work or it has to work. And as as I'm gaining momentum in my business and as the business slowly grows, you do have these little doubts that creep in. And yeah, so I just think like maybe, like my lack of confidence is a big, big threat against my business. And I actively work on that every day. So if you're like me, perfectionism, it's basically just a facade for, being insecure and not being confident. And so as my perfectionism, I think, lowers, I know my confidence will grow. So let me put that down as lack of confidence. Yeah, so bam, we filled it out. We got our SWOT analysis. So this is something that if you do this, like I would keep it, for the month, do it once a month. If you want to do it once a week, like maybe after each event or each, booked weekend, something you just reflect on. It just helps you reflect what's working, what's not working, and then it does, just get you in the mindset of reviewing, because I think some people are so like go 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 go, I got to do this, I got to do that, but there is power in just settling down and just, okay, like we had a crazy week, but let's just settle down, do the SWOT analysis, and so Yeah, so that's kind of the major updates uh, for the business. I really think baby showers are going to be our jam. I've had, I would say, 2 out of 3 bookings have been baby showers. So that's probably most likely going to be our jam. And the fact that I have, I've talked to a couple photo booth vendors, so I think reaching out to them. I had balloon vendors that I know now, so I could reach out to them because trust me, it's funny. I fell in love with balloons. I have a love hate relationship with balloons. I do balloons on my channel all the time, but one, I'm still scared of the balloons popping in my face. And two, sometimes when it's not a DIY and I'm just kind of like throwing out my ideas or messing around or practicing my skill, when it's for a client, I don't, it's just so much more stressful. It's just so much more like, I don't know what it is, but I tell people I have a love hate for balloons because I did balloons for the open house and I was like terrified the whole time that, the balloons were going to pop, but, which is like kind of silly to say, but I do balloons so much on my channel, which I have to get back to that. So I am moving forward. That was the business stuff, but with this channel, I do want to set aside time. It's just been, I had a lot of downtime this past like 2 weeks, but I dedicated all that time to, planning the grand opening, reaching out to people. So I do have to get back to making my DIY videos, and we are monetized, people. Well, we are on the first tier of monetization, I should say that. So, which means we have, when I go live, you guys can I think like purchase stars or things like that, or put pin comments for a certain amount. I think that's how that works. And then there's memberships. So I've been brainstorming and I got a list of things to offer new members. So if you guys do want to join the membership, it is, I think it's just $3.99 a month, which is very, very doable. Way less than those Hulu, Netflix, and Disney prices. Okay. Um, but memberships. I just want to get to know you guys more. Also, do exclusive things for members, like have either live Q&As. I was thinking about doing that, like exclusive live Q&As for members only. Also like live DIYs, like live balloon garland classes, which I think would be dope. So those are the couple things that I've been throwing around in my head. I have a list because as I do more videos, I'll reach out to you guys and probably give some polls in the community. You guys can let me know like what you would like to see, and then soon, what else? I think also on the first tier there's a shopping shelf. I would get a shopping shelf, which is super dope because I see that all the time. And I'm like, I want a shopping shelf. So the only thing is, I don't know what to offer. So if you guys have ideas for what to offer, I always wear hoodies. So I was thinking about like I made this for myself. So I was thinking about like maybe hoodies, tote bags, mugs, because I'm always drinking. I always have a K cup, so I'm always drinking, out of a mug. And then maybe a couple other things. I wonder if the shelf you could have digital products, because that would be cool. Like checklists. I guess maybe like an ebook or something that would be cool. So yeah. So that's pretty much it. I thank you guys for joining and watching this live. I do have to go get my son from school. So I will see you guys next time. Peace. Stay crafty.